Welcome back to Connections Corner. I'm Holly.
And I'm Layan, and this podcast is all about finding your people, your connections, and your vibes here at the University of Gloucestershire.
We take you to life beyond lectures and give you a real insight as to what it's like to be part of Team Gloss. And as always, we are joined by some incredible guests and actually guest hosts. I'm loving this summer series of guest hosting. It's like everything is new. But obviously we're back for the third part of our mini clearing series. So today we're going to be talking about some results day preparation and hearing from students who've done it themselves. On that note, let's introduce everyone. So we've got guest host Layan back.
Hi guys.
If you haven't watched the other episodes, come back.
Yeah guys, I'm on the episodes, guys. You should go watch the Halloween special.
If you don't know who Layan is,
I don't think you go to the uni then.
Yeah. You've not seen any marketing materials.
Oh my god, it's gonna be so weird. The new generation of people coming in won't know me.
Nope. No. Anyway, introduce yourself. Reintroduce yourself.
Hi guys, I'm Layan. I just finished studying my final year of drama and performance at the Uni of Gloucester. But yeah.
It's been fun.
It's been fun. It's been fun. It's really sad. I don't want to cry on camera.
Save it for the end.
Save it for the end, yeah.
For
clickbait, not
effect.
clickbait. Layan cried.
Yeah. And then we've got Ofelia as well.
Hiya, I'm Ofelia and I've just finished my first year studying communications and media.
Perfect. Before we jump into talking about, results day and how, daunting that can be, just wanted to ask you what you've been up to since the last episode.
Ooh.
In nearing the end.
The last episode was October, so since then I've done, I feel like, a lot of things. I've traveled quite a lot recently.
Where did you go?
I went to Italy, and then I went to Portugal, and I went to Spain. So doing a little Europe summer.
Unbelievable.
It's nice.
Wish I did.
But to be fair, I'm not going home this summer because I'm job hunting, the daunting thing everyone has to do after uni. So I was like, might as well go around Europe a bit. But yeah, I've been doing a bit of performances, short films, doing things with the marketing team as usual. That's a little residential program with the university. That was really fun. I took care of 8 year 10 girls. They were my girls in my flat. We won every residential competition with the flats. They were so cute. It was really fun.
No need to brag.
No, we're just that good. But it was fun. It was really cool being able to live on campus because since first year I decided to live off campus. So it was nice to have that experience that I never actually had before. Yeah.
Amazing.
So that's my roundup. Yeah.
And Ofelia, what would you like to tell us a little bit about your course and how you found first year?
Yeah, I found first year really fun, to be honest. It was a lot of more creative aspects which I really enjoyed because I did not like school. I did not like the academic side. No.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but just really fun. Lovely people in my course as well, which I cannot complain about at all. It's just getting that dynamic, I think. Just having a bit of fun, podcasting, for example. Yeah, we do in our course, which is just, you don't get to do that anywhere else.
No.
You should do a course, so yeah.
Did you have a favourite module?
Social media was really fun, and podcasting, to be fair.
Yeah, that would be my favourite, I think, if it was me.
Definitely.
If you could do a course, though, that wasn't your own, what would it be?
Oh, marketing, yeah.
Yeah. How about you?
Drama, to be honest. I did look at it.
Look at that, I love it. Aww.
I'm just so not creative sat in the middle of this table. I don't have the same outlook at all.
What would you pick?
Probably sports journalism.
That is creative to an extent. Yeah.
I've heard good things about that course.
Journalism.
Yeah. It's very popular. Very popular one. And what's been your favourite memory so far, do you think?
I'd say it's a lot to do with the dance society, to be honest, that I'm with.
Yes.
They're also fun. The amount of things we've done for sports Tash Bash. I think that was men's rugby, one of the rugby ones. That was so fun, just getting to performance and just very help for charity or all the performances in general. Lovely girls as well.
Yeah, they're a good close-knit community. And did you go to varsity?
Yeah, I went to sport and varsity. But that was fun. Big vibe. Not what I expected, but it was so fun though.
Yeah.
It was competitive, but everyone was just seemed so nice and there was that rivalry, but it was chill at the same time. It was it's fun, like a football game almost.
It's honestly dance at varsity is something I've not experienced anything else like it. It is just it was so unexpectedly loud and just, I don't know, atmospheric. I can't even describe
they
it.
They did so well as well.
Yeah.
The tap performance. I don't know if you saw the tap.
Yeah.
That was insane.
So good. And if you haven't any opportunity to bring up varsity, I will do it. But go and watch next year if you haven't already because it's a good vibe. Have you been?
No, I went 3 years without going to varsity because every single
What?
time it would clash with something. Either I was traveling back home or I had a performance.
Yeah.
So remember when I was meant to go
Yeah,
with you
you're supposed
guys
to
and
come
I
with
had
us.
the rehearsals? Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Just so committed to.
What can I say?
your
Commit
life.
to the bit.
Got to come back next year.
Next
Yes,
year, yeah,
come
you're
for a
right.
visit.
I will. I actually think I will. Yeah.
Yeah,
that'd be nice.
and you can kind of bring Ivana with you. 'Cause she's staying local too.
We'll do it.
Yeah, see you there.
I'll see you there. I'll see you before that, hopefully.
Yeah, well, I hope so.
I'll see the camera there.
Anything to get in front of the camera, this girl. You can tell she's born actress.
I love it. I love it.
No, but you were made for it.
Thank you.
Made for
That
it.
means a lot. Thank you.
I love the fact that whenever you go and see films, you review them and then you talk about the acting, and I find that so fascinating because when I go and watch a movie, I don't think about that.
No, it's always, I'm like, it was Obsession. I just went to watch it like 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
I remember texting you about it.
Yeah.
I came out, I was like, the acting was amazing. And it was the female actress, I forgot her actual name, but she played Nikki. Amazing. It was one of her first ever roles. And the way she switched between characters was phenomenal. I loved it. But yeah.
So fascinating. Well, before we go off on a really crazy tangent,
Yeah.
like we normally do, we thought obviously we're going to be talking about results day today, and Ofelia, you're a student who has come through clearing, and I just thought you could tell us a little bit about your experience about coming through clearing. You came through clearing on results day.
Yeah, so it was quite a long, chaotic day almost for me because I got my results. I did do slightly better than I expected actually. It was more the other way around because I was okay at drama. Drama was my good one. Business and politics, not at all.
No, I'm not good at politics.
My grades in year 12, so low. I would never have got into uni initially if I applied, if I'm being honest here. But then through on results day, I always thought about apprenticeships. I was like, I don't like school, so didn't think uni would be for me. So I was like, okay, let me have a look at apprenticeships. I applied for everything. I applied for marketing roles in theatre and stuff like that at hotels, even teaching assistants, bit of everything. And then I was close to getting a few, but then I didn't get it. So I was like, okay, let me look at doing drama through college, doing a level 4. And then it was a bit of a messier process almost. So I was like, okay, I just want to know what I'm doing because for some people, gap years are great. They're not for me. Even my parents said, you'd be so bored doing nothing. I've got to do something.
Oh no, I'm the exact same.
Yeah.
I would be bored if I can't imagine not going to work every day, I suppose, or do it. I don't know. It's just I need something to do.
No, I get bored far too quickly, honestly. But and then we went home, because we applied for that. My sister went home and she then sent me the communications media course. And she was like, what about this? What do you think of this? And my mum already talked to me about that in year 12. But then I went off it for us looking at friendships. So we just applied for that and went, let's go for it, honestly. Applied for Uni of Gloucester because it was local. So I could stay at home still because I was not ready for me. I can't cook or clean. Honestly, I am awful. I'm that person, so it's my mum doing everything for me, if I'm honest.
But whenever
you
you reach that age though, because I was the same, it is a huge reality check.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is. I never ever used a laundry machine, and I remember on day 1 having to video call my mom how to use a washing machine.
But you grow so much.
Yeah. I can put a jacket potato in.
Yeah,
I can't
that's
do the
good.
beans though.
A Jackie P. Cameron behind the camera knows how much I love a Jackie P. That is my go-to meal, for sure.
Yeah, but it was just really found it right in the end. Finally found what I want to do. Especially it was similar to the apprenticeships I was applying for as well, which I think helped. Just very creative course as well. One exam, open book, could not be better. Personally, I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sorry
I
no,
was
you
gonna
go
say-
for it.
Thank you. I was gonna say- I was just gonna ask, did you end up visiting the uni before you applied?
No, I didn't actually. But to be fair, because I'm so local, I see it anyway. I feel like I would have been here at some point. My sister went to Uni of Gloucester, my older sister.
All right, what did you
Yeah.
study?
I'm not sure exactly. Criminology and sociology, I want to say. Something like that anyway.
Yeah.
At Francis. But yeah, so we knew it was local. I already heard a lot of people from my school stayed local and went to Gloucester as well. So you knew it was good. And everyone that came back from the open days always talked highly of it as well.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, just came on a whim basically. But it's really pretty, especially on park, with all the ducks and stuff. It's so pretty.
Yeah,
So cute.
you're not, how you're not supposed to have a favourite pet and stuff. You're probably not supposed to have a favourite campus, but I think Park might be my favourite as I'm sat here at Oxtall's.
Yeah.
Sorry. So what sort of made you go for like doing the degree rather than the apprenticeship in the end?
I think it was more just, I think if I would have got an apprenticeship, to be honest, I would have initially gone without even looking at uni. But just in the end, just like the experience as well, almost, because I think just getting to meet new people, like, I didn't have like never from my close group of friends before uni, if I'm honest. I had a few friends, nothing major. Got a lot of my friends mainly through work, like during my part-time job. But just getting a new experience, because you still, although I'm still home, I'm still meeting new people, which is nice from different areas. And like, I think with nice from uni, everyone's grown up a bit. And everyone's so much nicer and chiller.
And you grow up together, and it's not that sort of like you're just at that older age. It's sort of like a fresh start and new group. You're all thrown into it together. You're all in the same boat. Like, I do really get that. And you say about like finding your people. I was probably quite similar, like growing up, and I went to a couple of different schools and things. I didn't necessarily like it, but then, you know, I'm still friends with the people I went to uni with now. Like, I've just seen my friend this weekend. I haven't seen her for 2 years because she's been in Australia, but like, nothing changes. You just go straight back to like how it was when you find your people.
That's so lovely, honestly. Like last week or the week before, I think it was, like one of the girls that I go on my call, she's like 3.5 hours waiting. She drove all the way up to Gloucester to see me, and I'm like, no one would have done that for me before. And I'm like, I love that. She's like, people just so nice and kind.
Yeah. And you actually can just go and like, because there's people from everywhere, you can then go and like go to different places and visit different places you probably never would before. But you have done
Oh my
this.
gosh, so my friend Bella, she studied journalism at Uni of Glasgow. She came to Bahrain to visit me and my friend Grace. She stayed with us 2 years in a row to see the Formula One and kind of just experience a new culture. It was her first time ever in the Middle East. You can come. I'm telling you, the house is open. And then this year, instead of going back to Bahrain, we ended up going to Portugal all together. That was my Portugal trip. Stayed for 2 weeks with her family. So her family became like our family. So you really do make friends for life. It's shout out, Bella.
You're all so cutesy. So if we're sort of like taking it back to clearing then, obviously you've talked about all the different sort of stages you went through. At what sort of time, like what was the timing that you decided to come through clearing? At what sort of like point? Did you do it like on results day, or did you decide a little bit before results day? Or?
So mine was literally on results day. I got my results, went home, applied to the college, and then like my sister literally drove home, came pretty much straight back at like 2 p.m. and we're like, we're just doing it. We're gonna just apply. Yeah, see if I change my mind. Out, not the end of the world, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was such an easy process, I mainly say. Like the guy I spoke to on like the bot thing, lovely person, and he was just like, yeah, it's all good. It literally took about 5 minutes, honestly, just get it through. And then I just had some emails to do, and that's it. It was so simple, and that's what made it really handy, actually.
Yeah, so you did it through like the chat rather than calling. That's interesting because obviously we encourage people to do both, and it's really nice, I think, that you have the option to either call someone or do it the way that you want to do it.
Yeah.
And what's even crazier is that you'd have done that this time last year, right?
My God.
I'd have been sat in the same room as the people on the chat box. It's just so weird to think about it like that, isn't it? But yeah, they are lovely. It's like, and you know that you're actually talking to a person, I think, rather than you just think you're talking to some sort of, I don't know.
Not AI.
It's not AI. It is a real
nice
person.
guy.
Yeah, it is a person on the end of the phone.
They're such a lovely team as well. I don't know if you're seeing them like downstairs. I think, did they start today or something? They have like this whole dedicated room called the clearing room where they just sit by the phone. It's really cute.
Yeah.
They're genuinely the loveliest
They've
people.
been there since the start of July.
Have they?
Yeah.
Aw.
And that'll go all the way through to like results day and beyond.
When is
so.
results day this year? Do we know?
What's
usually
the
around the
14th.
14th.
Oh, that's quite
thing.
early.
My results day was on my birthday.
No.
And I was so like,
Oh, that is stressful.
I was really
the 13th.
happy. Oh, 13th.
Thursday the 13th.
That's not too bad then.
Couldn't remember what date the Thursday was.
But shout out to anybody who has results day on their birthday. I got the unconditional offer here, so I wasn't too stressed. Yeah, I was like, okay. Like I woke up, I was like, okay, I'm gonna have a look. I was quite happy with it, but I'm glad. I think if I didn't know I was guaranteed a place, I would have been really stressed.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. But you had that little bit of a safety net for sure. But no, it's really interesting, and it's really nice how you say like, you know, it comes best from someone who's been through it, and like you're saying you got better than you expected, and you still made that decision on results day, because that can be a really overwhelming feeling,
Yeah.
I think, for a lot of people.
Because for my grades, I was like one grade like off of the like maths. I like need 16 more points to get in, so I was a bit like, okay, we'll try it, but like a bit nervous. Let's see how it goes. But yeah, he was like, yeah, all good, and it was it was a bit relieving. Like, I've got something.
Yeah.
I've got something that I ended up enjoying.
Yeah, and I think that actually, even though you were a little bit off what you wanted or what
Yeah.
you needed, like definitely still call us or like go to like, you know, message us on the chat, because essentially like you don't know what universities are accepting, and there might be, you know, even if it's not what you think you might want to do, or you can do like, they'll offer you some sort of like alternative, and they're there to help you. Like, just because you don't think you've got what you need, don't be afraid to call, because you don't know what might
It might be
happen.
that perfect thing out there, and you just don't know about it.
Exactly. And everyone, all of them, people in the call centre, like so knowledgeable and just wanna help you get to where you want to be. Do you remember like how you felt the night before results day?
Honestly, I was nervous, but I felt like I was actually more chill than like GCSEs compared to, because I was just like, I felt a lot more confident in what I did than GCSEs. I remember GCSEs, they said no writing in gel pens. I wrote in gel pens. So that was more my nervous thing. I was like, have I just messed up for myself completely by writing in the wrong thing just because I wrote faster in it?
Oh, and I tell you what, the anxiety that would have like caused for the whole of the summer. Like, I wouldn't have been able to think about anything else.
That's my whole thing. But I'm like, biro pens, I write so slow in them. I'm like, gel pens are so much quicker. I'm like, because they're like, it's like a minute per mark. We always got told. That's not enough time to write. Even like, I remember my business teacher went to the exam board with the other teachers being like, they need more time to write. No.
Yeah.
But yeah, A-levels, I don't know. I felt more confident what I did. But I was very much like, I felt like I knew my answers. I was like politics, I was like, okay, I feel like I got an E or D. Business, I feel like I got a D. I was a bit more disappointed in drama eventually when I got it, because I was meant to get a distinction and got a merit. But the last two, it dragged me down.
It's really biased. It always has been. I didn't get great on drama.
No.
It's
like
high.
for GCSE.
Neither.
No, for GCSE I got great. It was A-levels. A-levels is just...
No.
Because it's biased.
Like, as long as you get to, I think I said this on the last episode, like, as long as you get what you need to get, I've not said that right.
As long as you get what satisfies you.
No,
What you need?
you get what you need to
Yeah.
get where you want to go, and then it won't be as relevant.
I think that's the thing, because I didn't, especially when I was looking at college initially, I didn't need as high grades.
Yeah.
I was definitely chilling a lot more, because I was like, initially I was like, if I do get my distinction, I get in automatically through that. And then because I got like 2 Ds in the end, I got in through that. So it was a lot more, it was quite comforting in the end, but definitely a bit more nerve-wracking at first, but it wasn't as bad as actually anticipated. Some people definitely were a lot more nervous, like ones going to do like, doctors and stuff. I think they've got a lot more pressure on them, but because I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, I was a bit like, okay, I'll take what I get sort of thing. Let me just breathe, because I'm just going to go into full panic otherwise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Exactly. What sort of stood out to you when you sort of spoke to the uni? Obviously, you're doing it through chat, but is there any like distinct moment that stood out to you that think like, oh yeah, this really is my place?
Honestly, it is just again that easy process, because with I get really bad anxiety with stuff like that. I'm like absolutely panicking, like do not want to do in my life, but how like calm and relaxed they were and how chill they were just made me be like, okay, this is a comfortable place. This isn't somewhere you need stress. Like,
And not
no matter
rushed, probably either.
Yeah, because although it was quick, it was like very much chill. Yeah, the conversation really like just flowed. It was massive comforting atmosphere, and I was like, okay, they're just nice people. You can kind of get that straight away how nice they were.
And for someone who like hosts a podcast, I actually hate phoning people. Like I can't.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to phone anyone.
I mean, since you didn't come to university beforehand to have like a look, did you do any research online, like of the campus, or like look at the social medias to get prepared?
More social media, if anything, because I think I already saw like bits here and there anyway. But yeah, just have a bit of a browse, see what's up. Definitely.
Yeah. I think actually, as you know, I would be maybe a little bit biased working in social media and content at a uni, but like I feel like if you're doing it right, then it's actually the most like authentic way you can like experience the uni.
Definitely.
And I think that our social media really does depict, you know,
really
what
does.
life is like, and that's because of people like you two, like going out and sharing those experiences with us, but also like just seeing a lot of our students post about UG anyway, and looking at that kind of content, like you can really experience the atmosphere before getting here. And our students are just really
They are.
lovely advocates
We were having
of
this-
what life is like.
Yeah, we're having conversation downstairs. It just feels so easy here. Like everybody will talk to everybody. Everybody's friendly. Even if you don't know somebody, they'll still smile. They'll still say hi, which I think is quite nice.
Yeah, and I think that if you're like on social media around, I'm going to talk a little bit about this in the next bit, but if you are looking at social media around results day, you can often find like our students in comments of like, you know, when you're like, oh, who else is going to your GAK? You can find people you're about to go with, but you can also find our current students being like, if you want to know anything, like, please ask, or like...
See that all the time.
Yeah, and it's just like, it's so lovely to see, because like they genuinely, like you all genuinely mean it, and it's just, it's very heartwarming.
That actually reminded me, I think after my first year, especially when I started working with the marketing team, I did get a lot of messages on live, people asking what it's like to come here, and they were coming in, they were excited. So that was really nice to see, like, getting advice and things. Yeah. Awesome.
Oh,
Love it.
awesome. And you've kind of already answered it, and I suppose, like, did you always know that you wanted to come here? Did you consider another uni or not?
No, honestly. I looked at basketball.
It's nice to see.
I did look at basketball in year 12, but then I was like, because I think I did want to stay home. Maybe like during third year, I look at like doing something else potentially, but no, I just think during the time in my life as well, like my granddad just passed us, so I was like, okay, I want to be at home with the family. Like me and my family are extremely close, and like I can't leave my dog. That's my movie. He is my best friend, honestly. So I'm just like,
What dog do you have?
a Vizsla.
Oh, nice. And what's the name?
Clifford, like the big red dog.
That is
really
adorable.
cute.
You're going to have to
Cute.
send me a picture. We're going to get it up on screen.
Okay.
Clifford.
Yeah, he's
Hi,
so
Clifford.
cute. He's like such a big dog, but he's a massive baby. Like he just sleeps, and all he does is cuddles and kisses. He's like, I'll just sit on the sofa and he'll just come and cuddle me like the whole evening. He's so cute, honestly. Wouldn't hurt a soul.
And what sort... We're going to then carry on to talk about sort of the things that you can do to, like, prepare for, like, results day and just be that little bit organised and try and take away a little bit of that stress from the situation. But do you have any advice for anyone? Well, we'll do a little bit more advice, but do you have any advice for anyone, like, thinking about, you know, coming through clearing?
Yeah. Honestly, I'd say just look at literally every single option out there. Because, like, I didn't even know communications media was a thing till I looked at it, until my mum went, oh, this looks cool. And then my sister resent it. Like, never even, like, heard of the group before. I don't think it's that popular from what I've heard from other unis as well. So just, go see what that uni has to offer, like, more options. Because there's so much out there. Like, at school, you're kind of limited. Like, GCSEs, it's 20, 30 options. It's not that much to go for already. But degrees, there's hundreds out there, do you know what I mean? Just literally experience every single thing, because you finally might find your thing.
Yeah, and especially like looking at what else there might be to do whilst you're at uni as well. Yeah. Like, how have you found like student life whilst living at home and being in first year and like living in Gloucester? And do you live in Gloucester or Cheltenham?
Yeah, I literally have 5 minutes on the road. 5-minute drive, easy.
So you're actually essentially you're travelling to Cheltenham.
Yeah.
So it does feel like slightly different, I suppose.
It's nice for a different environment as well, because I know I was speaking to one of the girls at work. She was like, she's applying to Gloucester and she's going to be at Francis for a bit. But then she was like, I wanted to go to Cheltenham though, because it's still a bit of a different experience, but you still get to live at home. And she's like, I'm away from the people I know, because like although they're nice people, I want something else. I want something new and new people. And she thought the same, to be fair. But yeah, it's nice to go travel out and then just different, and then you can come home to what you're safe with and comfortable with, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely. And what's your favourite thing to do? Like, do you have a favourite place in Cheltenham?
I don't know. I feel like I've got to say like Yates or something when we go out after socials. Yates really fun, and they're not too bad drinks either.
And what about you? Do you have a favourite place in Gloucester? Not Taco Bell.
She's
always at Taco Bell.
It's so good. Okay, you came with me once. Like it's great. It is.
I dropped her home after some content. We went to Taco Bell.
It's really good. I'm thinking about it now. Gosh. I would say there's this.
It's lucky we have one here, you know.
I was gonna say, and we have one in Cheltenham, so got best of both worlds. But I would say there's this new coffee shop that opened up. Do you know Kaya's?
No.
Oh my god, we should go. It's really good. It's by the cathedral,
Okay.
and it's just so lovely. They make acai bowls and matchas and coffees, and it's like a family-run
big
place.
matcha girly.
Coffee, acai bowls, smoothies. It's
Smoothies.
it's just So lovely.
You're
It's
a
like family
matcha.
run.
I've never tried it. I'm so fussy though is my issue.
You should
Banana bread
It's a hit
matcha
or
for
not.
sure.
Oh,
So,
that sounds delightful.
yeah.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
I need to try matcha. That's on my
You
list to
should.
try is matcha.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't want to try it, spend a fortune, and then it's
Are
like
you,
I need
like-
someone to try it and I have a sip sort of thing.
Okay, fair. Do you
Yeah.
like bitter things?
No.
Tastes
That's
like
the
grass,
thing. There are
really.
some places that make it really bitter and then some that make it sweet. So
I've
you're gonna
got
have to
a sweet
find a
tooth.
place that makes it sweet for
Okay.
you to actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it bitter.
So Kaya's.
Kai is really
Okay.
good. We should go. We'll send
Add
it.
it to the list.
we'll
add it
add
to
to
the
the
list. And do you know what? Do you know how committed Layan is to like, you know, spending time with us? Is that even when I message her like, can you go to this last minute event thing or whatever, and she'll always text me saying, don't tempt me with a good time
Don't tell me it was a good time. Always.
for work. So if anyone's
so- this
hiring, you
never
need to hire
feels-
Layan.
I agree. One of those. I'll send you my CV. Just get in contact. But I don't know. It never feels like work here. Like genuinely, the people make the environment, and you guys are like, oh, I can't cry yet.
No
Save it for
crying
the
yet.
end. Save it for the end.
No crying yet. So we're going to take a little break now, and then we're going to come back and talk about how you can, you know, prepare for results day and just be a little bit more relaxed about it all. So we're back, and now we're going to talk a little bit about results day preparation, what you can do before the day to prepare, because obviously this could be possibly an overwhelming time for a lot of people, but hopefully there's, you know, putting that support system in place with your friends and looking online and doing the research, and the universities you're looking at can help you sort of not only on the day, but like you can do your like research and things. So I'd say my first piece of advice was, even if you know where you want to go, or you think you know what you're going to get, or even if you get like an unconditional, for example, that doesn't mean that you can't change your mind. So I think it's always worth doing a little bit of research and gathering more information on unis and courses before results day. And if you're doing that, then you can write it all down and make lists and stuff, and then you're prepared and it's all ready for you, that when you get your results, then you've already done all the hard work. I didn't do any of that. And I came through clearing.
No,
here,
fair
though.
enough. Fair
Not
enough.
here though. Not
Yeah.
here though. But this isn't about me. So I'd say that was my first piece of advice. And like sort of like bookmarking any courses that you might be interested in. Because we've even talked about what other courses we might want to do if we weren't like
Yeah.
doing the course we have then chosen to do. But then you're just in a good position to go into results day with an open mind. You've already done a bit of that hard work. What do you think that your advice would be?
I've done this. But I would say I think I really recommend looking at the modules for a course, because it changes per university. It could have the exact same title. For example, mine could be an acting course, but the modules change. So I really want to get into screen acting. A lot of universities don't offer that as an option on its own, like as a course. So I was really searching through modules to find out which ones offered that, and that altered my choice of coming to University of Gloucestershire.
Yeah,
So,
even looking at that like
definitely.
finite detail. If you know what you want to do, then you want to look for those specific things. But then, as I've spoken about in previous episodes, and you've spoken about today, like even if you don't know what you want to do, like just look it up, or like get people around you who know you to also chime in on that.
Sometimes people know you better than you know yourself. Like my mum knows me like better than I know myself. I'll say that. She's like,
Well,
yeah.
Mine does too. To my detriment sometimes. But yeah, getting that good sort of like, as you've spoken about, the community around you, and like, you know, talk to your friends about what they might be doing, because there's so many options that you just like, it's endless possibilities. You don't know what you might want to do or where you might end up, but you'll end up where you're supposed to be, which is possibly a little bit, I don't know, cringy, but it's true.
It is.
It's true.
It's true.
And then I'd say another piece of advice would be like getting all your information ready, like even your personal details, like name, address, email, and like any qualifications. Obviously, you have GCSEs or like BTECs or T-level like equivalents and things, and getting all the codes for like the UCAS codes for the courses that you're interested in. If you have all of that set out, then you are like literally ready to ring as soon as.
Yeah.
And scanning, if you do need to scan any like certificates, because that's always so hard. Like not having shadow, I would find that so hard.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's like little things, but I'm not.
And I suppose like if you don't have the facilities to do that at home, you need to be a little bit more prepared and do that earlier.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's something that like your school or college can help you with.
Help you with easy, I'm sure.
And then otherwise like finding those local facilities. I think also just like make a pros and cons list. That might sound like really simple.
Yeah.
But
Definitely.
like you may be like really undecided between like two things, or like not even like the location maybe, but like the courses as well, because you can do lots of variations of very similar courses. So pros and cons, write it down.
Yeah.
Just I like to be organised, even though, but I wasn't at that point in life. I am now, but teaches you a lot of lessons. But I think those would be like my biggest like, you know, pre-results day recommendations, as well as like being able to know how you log in to check your results and with UCAS and where that information might be kept. And keep your phone charged.
Keep
terrible
your phone
for that.
charged. And laptops.
Laptops charged.
Laptops, phones.
Yeah. And write down any questions you might have. Do you think if you had like, if there's something you wish you knew before coming or before going through clearing, what do you wish you knew? So that's a question in itself.
Yeah.
It's just on a roll.
Proud
I'll
of
just log off now.
Bye. Come back.
I guess I wish I just knew more about probably the course, like would have asked more questions, because although I enjoy it, it's more just, knowing the ins and outs. Like, although like I know there was one exam, but I'm all for exams, I wish I knew like how much easier it was. So that's been my best grade so far, because it was open book.
Oh,
So it's like, just, and getting to talk to like the model tutor as well. Like, I'm sure they would like happily chat to you about it, and I probably would have done that more and stuff and got to know it, on a bit of a more easy basis, I guess.
Yeah. What question would you ask if you were ringing? What would be your number one question to ask?
I don't know. Ooh.
Put you on the spot
I'm
now.
silenced for once, gosh.
This never happened. I would ask genuinely about like, because we've said about some quite obvious things, right? Like knowing the grades, knowing like, I'd be asking about accommodation whilst coming through clearing, because you know we're in quite a good position here where you can still apply for accommodation and get guaranteed on site or nearby by a certain date. Whereas like that would be the key thing, is that I'd want to know where I could live, or the options for that, and also the options for like what I'm going to be able to do when I'm here would be my biggest questions, and not be like, I think you can get quite lost in the absolute necessities that you have to do, but you have to think of it as like a whole picture.
Yeah, like, sorry, go on.
Sorry, I actually realised I would have asked a bit more questions about the NHS. It's really random. But because obviously coming as an international student, I didn't know much. I knew the NHS existed, but I was always like worried about how do I go if I have an emergency? Do I need to provide any numbers, any things like to actually use the facilities?
That's true.
And I had to figure out a lot of it online and on my own. So I think I would have asked that first, because I avoided the A&E for 3 years because I just was too scared to go, because I was scared they're gonna ask me like.
Well, if you don't need to go to A&E, don't go to A&E.
I needed to. I stitched up myself, and then this.
What?
Sounds quite dangerous.
Yeah, I know, but it healed. I have a scar somewhere. And then this year, when I just came back from Portugal, literally the night of, I cut myself really badly on a can of beans because I was making jacket potatoes. And I had to go to A&E, and that was my first ever visit. I have the mark somewhere. It's that, but they fixed it up for me, thankfully, now. It was really deep, but
Imagine
it was my
going to
first
A&E
time.
and being like,
I
I'm
picked up myself
it
on a
was
can of
really,
beans.
guys, it was like 1 a.m. Nothing was, like, I had to go to A&E, and I was just sat there, and I was like, gosh, this is really embarrassing. There's people there who are actually injured. I'm there. I caught myself on a can of beans.
Yeah, someone's just dying and it's
I've
like,
done the same thing.
It's
Got a scar on my finger.
twins. But it turns out it's not that difficult. You just give them your name. So for all the international students, don't be scared of the A&E.
Yeah, that
It's
is
so
great.
easy.
And obviously, unfortunately, as an international student, you can't come through clearing. But
Turn up.
no,
I did not know that.
no. But that is a great
Is it
piece
just
of
with
advice.
the University of Gloucestershire?
No, it's because you need to set out like all your views.
Oh,
and
you're
stuff
so
like that.
right. You're so right.
But
Oh yeah,
no,
you're so right.
but it is a great piece of advice because
Yeah.
even just moving to a different city, it's like something that you're unfamiliar with.
Yeah.
That it can feel like that's
It
obviously
was.
more dramatically different but when you
really
cut
lovely.
yourself on a tin of baked beans. But
It's really good though.
like you still need to like find your doctor's
Doctors,
practice and like where
It
you can
did,
get
your
healthcare
GP
and
and,
stuff.
register with them and stuff. Also, you actually can go through clearing, but if you're already planning to come to university and then switch unis, because my brother did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also looking at like student finance options because
Oh, yeah,
actually they can like your fees can be like transferred, but you need to make sure you sort all of that out logistically and just like those kind of preparations that you maybe don't think about.
Yeah.
I think as well, another like almost like piece of advice to look for is like talk to your job and like see if you can move it over, because I know like I work at Primark and they do like an exchange, so while you're at uni, if they've got one near, you can go to like your uni and like work there through the times and come back home. Just keep a bit of finance. Like there's loads of job like places that do that. Have a look at that. Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's not just like a lot of these things then you can get sorted after you've like made all these decisions on results day, but like it's good to think about that before you make that decision, I think, and just think about how it's going to impact your whole life, because it's a really big decision to make. And then I suppose on that is like try and remember like the night before, just like do something fun, do something that's like distracting, like try not and sit in your own thoughts, or like just remember that you're not like defined by those grades, and like try not to just keep yourself distracted. I would. I remember it was like, I don't know, I can't remember what I did the night before results day, but I can remember it feeling like really daunting and things. I don't even know whether I logged on to UCAS. I just looked at my emails. I think I was just like, it was like, you've got in, and I'm like, yay. And then I ended up going for like a week, hated it, and went somewhere else. But
at least you tried.
I did try, and I made the decision,
important.
but I made the decision to change it, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah, options are always open. I know there's quite a few people that have been like, I want to have unis and come in. I'm like, okay, yeah, they're like, this is more me. And it's just, you've got to find it out for yourself, what's you and what's not.
Yeah. And then if we talk about sort of like on the day, sort of like if you get the grades that you want or better than you want, then like celebrate. Yeah. Absolutely celebrate. And, you know, double check everything on UCAS. And then, as I've said already, like start thinking about accommodation and like enrollment, and start getting excited in your next steps. And I think that's exciting whether you've not got the results that you want or whether you have, because you'll still have an option. And as we've already mentioned before, like cool universities, like you don't know what they're going to be offering, or accepting spaces for. So don't be afraid to call or like use the chat. And the one thing that I also wanted to bring up, obviously, we've spoken a little bit about social media already, and you two might be able to chime in a little bit, is that if you don't get the results, like it could turn into a quite toxic place online on like results day, because you're like going to be met with so many different emotions yourself, and then you're looking at other people who are also met with loads of different emotions, and there could be people celebrating, and you've got to be like, if you're not at that very moment in time, like try not to compare yourself to others, and it can be quite a daunting space, I think, because I remember seeing people who like, or even meeting up with my friends, not just on social media, that didn't get what they wanted, and they didn't get to go where they thought they were going to go. And I remember one person specifically, he didn't get what he wanted, and I wasn't expecting that at all, and he was still so happy for me, and like totally put his feelings aside and was still like really happy for me, but like being there for someone who isn't, and they still came out and we still had a great time, and actually did eventually end up going where he wanted, but like being there for your friends and just trying to remember that social media isn't everything.
Yeah,
I think in that
definitely.
circumstance.
I don't know if you guys saw, but I remember the year I did like GCSEs, there was this influencer that she did post try and be like, okay, I didn't get what I want, and then she just got hate on social media, and it's like, why? And it's like, I'm not being funny, even just trying, you're like so much better than the people that just sit there and do nothing. Like, give it your best shot. Like, there's no judgment. Like, you've done your best.
Yeah.
Exactly. And like, it's like, don't compare yourself to others, and like trusting you know what's right for you.
Yeah.
And try and block out a little bit of that
Yeah.
noise.
At the end of the day, everybody.
You're active online.
I am quite active online, yeah. But sometimes you just gotta remember, like, everybody's gonna perceive you in a different way. Everybody. Somebody could think you're the funniest person, somebody is not gonna like you. It's okay. That's just how it is. You just have to accept that. Because if you know
Definitely.
yourself, then that's what's important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, try and do on the day what is best for you, and try not to
Definitely.
get sucked into
Yeah.
that environment. Like, you know, we're always there to like support anyone,
Yeah.
whether celebrating or not. Like,
Yeah.
you know, just being inclusive of others and talk about, you know, your overwhelming feelings, and like check in with your friends,
I was
and
gonna
like
say,
just seeing other
yeah.
people's reactions
It's
can
just-
influence you, and probably sometimes in a way that you're not expecting it to.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah.
check in on your friends for sure,
Yeah.
and celebrate their wins, but also be there if they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Definitely.
there's always that. Yeah, that would just be my advice with social media, because everyone jumps to social media
Everyone
to
does.
post about.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it depends on the person, but you know, to shout about whatever's happened
Yeah.
to them, or like try and find people, but like just try and find people in the same boat,
Yeah.
because there's going to be someone out there that feels the same.
Yeah, like there's loads of funny YouTube videos. There's some people be like talking about how great they've done. There's some people like failed like straight away as their like click
Yeah.
thing. And I'm like, yeah, just go. There's loads of support, like people out there. And I think that is what's good with those influencers, like sharing that I've not done my best, but like being that role model for someone to support
Yeah,
and
and
look up to.
you might be making somebody else's day feel that slight bit better, or you know, whether you've done good or bad.
Yeah, it's
Like,
just a nice feeling being that person.
yeah. Well, what a lovely note to sort of like
Definitely.
end on for the on the day advice. And also, I would jump to a university's social media on results day, because they'll start, you know, getting you excited for
Yeah.
what's to come or what options are out there for you. Like, but don't forget that they're ordinary people, because it's quite easy to just not think about who is behind those like walls. That it's people like me who are there trying to get you excited or provide you with all of the information that you want. Like, we're all getting back to you, but it will be so busy that just like hopefully try and give it a bit of time and just take a deep breath. But
Definitely.
they will start posting things about welcome, like when to arrive, your accommodation, activities. Like, it'll get you excited. So definitely, you know, follow along and engage with us, because we want to share your happy thoughts on results day, and answer any questions that you have. So we're going to move on to like the final bit now. So as always, we talk about connections, but we're going to do a little bit of an advice game.
Yeah, like a quick
Those-
fire game.
Regular listeners will know we normally do shoot meals of the week, but we're not doing that for the clearing series. So I've tried to make something a little
Switch
bit
it up.
fun. So I'm going to let these two do the advice, because I think I've shared enough today. So off you go.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do like a little complete the sentence.
Okay.
Okay. So, I wish I'd known.
How easy and how calm clearing really is. How, just to breathe and just, it'll all be okay, I think.
Definitely, that's a good one. Okay, if I could go back to results day,
I'd go in with a different approach and see the options probably early on and be like, just sit down initially when I did with my sister and be like, okay, look at everything before I make a decision, then go back on it probably.
that's a good one. Yeah, and then don't forget to smile. Sorry.
Don't forget to celebrate, even if you've like done bad. Don't just celebrate and enjoy your time.
Yeah.
Go out and have some fun.
Exactly.
Celebrate the next chapter.
Definitely, it is always so exciting. It's just and then I'm really blind. Sorry, I didn't lock in. The best advice.
This episode's been a shambles.
I'm so sorry.
It's great, and a
Okay.
shambles. A shambles in a good way. You got it.
The best advice I can give is
Be yourself and just, be true to yourself. Like, see what's out there and just do what you want to do. Who cares what
Exactly.
anyone else thinks? If you enjoy it, go for it.
preach. Exactly. Remember who you are.
Yeah, 100%.
And university is
A new path, a new chapter. No matter who you were before, that does not like define. Like, no matter who you were at school, popular, that doesn't matter anymore. Like, you've gone to a new place. You can be yourself and just
I
it's
love
a new
that.
experience. Try new things, even if it's a different society you never heard of. Go for it and just
Yeah.
have a
I think
look.
that's the most important thing. You're so right. I think because with school, some people end up staying in the same school for all their lives. Like I've known people who were there. I stayed in my school, at least for senior school, so I was there for 7 years.
Same here.
You build this image of yourself there. People know you a certain way. And maybe you've grown and you want to change a bit and you hesitate because it's the same environment. I think with university, it's so beautiful because you can just be that new version.
Yeah.
Or if you want to switch up, you can.
No one or
No
barely
one
anyone knows you
exactly.
really. So
It's
why not?
nice. Yeah. But yeah.
Love that. This was really good. That was really good.
I like
Thank
it. You were
you.
really
I
good
like
at it.
that.
Yeah.
Do you want to do it?
I could try, but
Just go for it.
Right, go on then. I wish I'd known.
I'm really bad at this. Okay. I would say the same thing I said earlier about the NHS a bit more.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I could go, you didn't. Well, if I could go back to results day,
I would sleep more. I think I woke up for no reason that early.
especially with an unconditional offer, she had nothing to worry about. Don't forget to. This is good on social.
Genuinely, don't forget to smile. It's like, at the end of the day, you've made it this far. You've finished school. That is your entire life. It's beautiful. Even if you didn't get the results you were expecting, it's just, wow, you've completed that chapter. So smile. Yeah.
The best advice I can give is
Be open to everything, whether it's, as you're saying, joining a new club, a society, making friends, exploring new places. Be open to that.
and university is
Fun. I love university. It is fun. It is genuinely, it becomes your home, especially for somebody like me who's away from home or people who may commute here or things like that or just stay in university. You see these people more than you see your own family at some points. And it's just such a fun environment to be around. Yeah.
love that. So, as always, we ask the same question to all of our guests, which you've answered before, but I actually can't remember what you said. So,
Me neither.
but I wasn't actually hosting the podcast then, so I'm going to let myself off. So, what is the most valuable connection that you've made at university or in your life that sort of like changed your life? Do you want to go first?
I can. I would say my friends. Like, I've made so many connections at university, like, outside of just people. Like, I've made industry connections, but nothing beats friendships. Genuinely,
No.
the people I'm friends with at university, they are friends for life. I talk to them every day. We think about our next plan, and they're just your people. I don't know how to explain. I'm so grateful for the people I became close with at university and that are going to be entering that next chapter of life with me. It makes me emotional. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry just yet.
No.
No.
How about you?
I'd say, again, with the dance people, just like such a lovely group, but also just people in your course, like the module tutors. I don't think people understand like how helpful they are and like finding people, helping you, and they'll share the knowledge in life that you need. Yeah.
Love
What
that.
about you? Yeah. What's the most valuable connection you've made at
I have
university?
actually answered this question when I was a guest.
For
and
our
I
new
sort of said,
viewers.
I sort of said, like when I was talking about like my horses and that kind of journey and the people that I met doing that and how I'd basically once watched all of those people growing up and inspired to be like them, and then I actually was one of them, which was kind of weird.
Holly, that's so cute.
And then I sort of said my friends when I went and did my masters, because I was like, there was like less than 10 home students and it was all international students out of like 150 people. So I got to meet people from so many different like cultures and things, which was just fascinating. And we always used to joke about like a language barrier, like having one of my friends would have an accent and he'd say something and I'm like, I beg your pardon, like all the time, but like didn't make us any less friends. It actually made us closer, I think. But yeah, those are the kind of two that I said. But like even coming back to work at a uni now, like most people went to uni here, which I didn't, and I've actually found people who have like, you know, the same interests and just make every day enjoyable. So fun.
Such a good answer.
Yeah. Yeah, and Cameron's pointing at himself behind the camera. Nothing like a bit of modesty. Anyway, that kind of like wraps up today's episode. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing your experience. Because
thanks for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Welcome back anytime. This is actually Layan's sort of like last hurrah with the content team.
No.
It's gonna be fine.
No, it's not.
No,
I love the content team.
It's been a pleasure to watch you grow as a person. You've made my life so much better and easier. Whilst being here, so honestly, you've been a star.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna miss seeing your face on all the marketing materials. You'll survive for another year
I'll probably
or so.
survive for another year. I'm gonna miss the university and the people and this team. Genuinely, this team who I've been working with since first year, one of my first ever jobs. But it was lovely.
Yeah,
I'm gonna miss you.
so thank you.
Thank you for having me, as always.
So sad because so many, like when you work here and then you interact with all the students, like you're so proud seeing them all graduate and stuff. It's so weird because I feel like now I've been here long enough that I've seen you go through most of your university journey.
Like I've seen you grow as well, like within the team. It's so beautiful to see. Aww.
Thanks, Layan.
You're
but
welcome.
It's sad because so many of you are leaving this year. It's okay, you've got some time.
It's okay, you have a beautiful new team coming in. You guys have recruited beautiful people. See, look natural.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, chose the right degree, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, we just want to give you a little reminder about the clearing information, so you can find all of the information on our website. Go and look at like the courses and all the sort of like help pages. Look at our social media. We'll also put the website URL and the call centre number on the screen now for you to call. You can call now and ahead of time, even though you don't know your results yet. You can still ring and ask those questions, so don't be afraid to do that. And then, follow us on all our social media.
Yeah, Instagram, we have TikTok. Check out the TikTok. We've got YouTube, LinkedIn.
Yeah, and
don't forget to like and subscribe.
And as always, if you have any topics or questions that you want us to answer, leave them in the comments and we'll get back to you, or possibly do a whole episode on it. Who knows?
Yeah.
Have you enjoyed your first podcast experience?
Yeah, it's so fun, honestly.
Are you going to come back?
You'd have me.
Of course we would, of course we would. But anyway, we can't do this weird wave thing that was started before me, so can't do this. There we go. So yeah.
Bye guys.
Bye-bye.
See you next week. This is a weekly thing.
It's bi-weekly.
See you next time.
But they won't see you.
See you in the comment section, I guess.
See you in the comment section.